Hello, everybody, and welcome to our first episode of Here for the Ears podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna move this. We used to be Tsum Tsum Obsessed back in the day on YouTube. We've taken a hiatus to figure out what we wanted to do for a format. And how many years has it been?
I think like four
7?
or five.
Oh,
Oh,
it was
since our last video?
yeah, hasn't it been like 7 years?
No, it hasn't been that long.
No way. How long has it been? COVID is hard. Like
Yeah,
COVID felt like 10 years.
it's like
So
we went to it like a time zone, like a not like a time like time travel.
yeah,
I don't know, like time did not flow normal during COVID.
yeah. It's been a while, and I don't know. We didn't want to. I don't know. Figure out another way to do this, and this
Yeah,
is
so I think it all boiled down to like I was looking at like old videos and like I just kind of missed the community that we had built with our Tsum Tsum Obsessed channel, and like I feel like we made like so many good friends and stuff through our channel, and I miss that, and I wanted to bring that back, and I thought maybe this channel would bring back that community and friendships that we had built over the years.
yeah. It's a little bit of a like fun creative outlet for us too. Like I think I don't know. Like we like Disney. We like talking about Disney, and
Yes.
like we don't. I don't have a lot of people I can talk about Disney with, so this gives us the opportunity to do some Disney conversations about things that are happening in the Disney world, and just whatever we feel like talking about. All right, so we're gonna talk
Yeah, we're gonna kick off our segment with some news.
some news of the week. I think
Yeah.
I have all the news. I don't think you have any
No, I
stories
didn't.
to talk about, but
Oh,
I've
I
been
didn't make a list.
I have been collecting some stories that have been
Hmm.
coming out in the Disney world, so we're going to cover all things, whatever is interesting to us Disney wise. And the first thing is that Hulu and Disney are going to merge into one app, which is kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Not
I don't
really.
know.
I mean, there's a lot of people that have like we're merging our Hulu and Disney Plus subscriptions together. But I mean, the real question I have is, and this is something I'm going to ask Kristian, and I want your opinion. If you're not a Disney obsessed fanatic like we are,
Mhm.
is Disney Plus worth it for like the regular person?
Probably not.
Probably not, right?
Like if you don't like Star Wars or Marvel, which is all the new shows really,
Yeah,
um, there's not really any like new Disney shows.
not really.
Uh, but
Like if you're not keeping
yeah,
up like Marvel, like if you're keeping up with the Marvel shows.
yeah, you need Disney Plus.
But other than that, like I don't know. I don't know if like the regular person without like if you have young kids,
But
for
do you
sure.
have to have full subscription? Like, do you
No.
have to have like, or can you just have Hulu and not Disney Plus?
Yeah, you can have them separately. I think you
Because
save
like,
money if
what
you
is
have them together.
Isn't there like another?
ESPN.
No, there's another like thing that combines Paramount and
Oh yeah.
Showtime, or I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, they all do now.
Yeah,
Oh,
everybody does it.
Discovery Plus and Max are together.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I was wondering that when I was looking at that news. I was like, like the people that have Disney Plus, like is it
Hmm.
worth it? Like
Right.
is it worth it to for everyone? And I don't know if it is. Like the way
Yeah.
that like Netflix and Max, right? Like Netflix and Max are essentials. You have to have those, I think,
Hmm.
based on the stuff that's coming out. But like I don't know if Disney Plus is essential for non-Disney fanatics.
Yeah.
So
So the other day they had the Inside Out 2 trailer, which was so exciting. I am so excited for it, even though not everybody returned back for their voice roles, which was kind of disappointing, but I'm still excited.
yeah, I mean Inside Out is easily one of my favorite movies all
Oh
time.
yeah,
I love Inside
it's
Out.
one of the best.
Um, I'm always nervous about a sequel
Yes,
because I'm
but I
not.
feel like they've been doing pretty good with sequels lately.
Pixar does pretty good with sequels, I think. Disney not so much. I can't actually think of a time when Disney's made a sequel to an animated movie that I've liked. I didn't like Frozen 2.
Oh yeah,
Didn't like Ralph Breaks the Internet. I mean,
it was
it
kind of
wasn't as good as the first
it
one
wasn't
though.
as good as the first one, but I kind of liked it. I don't know. I don't know.
Where I mean, Pixar has made. I mean, like I think Cars 3 better than Cars.
Yeah,
Toy Story 3 better than Toy Story. Well, maybe at least as good.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
But I just think 13-year-old Riley having anxiety,
yeah.
that's just perfect.
Yeah, that's like I think everybody's gonna relate to it so much. Like
Yeah.
everybody has anxiety these days.
And there's more like what other emotions do you think we're
Yeah,
gonna
there's
be
supposed to
seeing?
be more. Like in the poster, I think there were like a whole bunch of other ones.
Yeah.
So I wonder what else they're bringing. They're gonna bring to the
Embarrassment,
table. Well,
or is that
oh, I
part?
don't know. Is that like part of fear, or is that a mix between fear and disgust? I don't
I
know.
don't know. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm like, what are the other emotions that teenagers have? I don't know. So, Christian,
Yep.
would you like to go to an $800 New Year's Eve party at the California Grill themed after Alice in Wonderland? Well, you could if you were interested, because apparently I just read that this is a new thing that they're doing. They're doing a 7:30 to midnight or like 12:30 party, $800 a person. It's all Alice in Wonderland themed with characters and everything
$800 per person.
per person.
Oh, forget that. Like, no, thank
I
you.
mean, it sounds super fun, but like 800
That's for like the super rich Disney people.
or
Sorry.
yeah,
Like, I don't know.
yeah. So that was an interesting. I don't know if they.
Yeah.
It seemed like that was new. I don't remember ever seeing that in the past,
Yeah.
but you know,
Yeah.
that's a thing. If you Disney people out there want to go down, and that's a thing you can do. The movie The Marvels just released yesterday, Friday, and they have the Marvels characters will be at California Adventure.
Oh yeah. Nice.
I mean, I love that. That
What?
like Disneyland. Well, I don't love it because we don't get that kind of stuff
No,
on the
we
East
don't.
Coast. But like the
Right.
fact that like a movie comes out and then they just get the characters.
Yeah. Yeah. Plan ahead. I don't know. I feel like Disneyland gets all the good characters. Like all the good characters. Like every cool character.
It's so I'm so
We get
jealous.
the generic characters at Disney World. Like same old ones, pretty much. We just got Moana and Asha, who we don't even know anything about.
Yeah.
Mirabelle. We got Mirabelle.
But
in
even those,
September.
like Moana and Mirabelle, took years
Yeah.
because they build like a whole area for them. I don't know. I mean, it must be
Yeah.
working at Disney. I'm sure like the character interactions are a lot different, but I don't know. At in the Marvel like Avengers campus, they just like put people out there. Even Galaxy's
Yeah.
Edge, they're like,
Yeah.
oh, the Mandalorian's just gonna start walking around. Like his
Right.
Boba Fett, right?
Right.
Like, I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
why we can't just get. I don't know why.
Supposedly we got that at. Just hit my chin on the mic. Apparently I have to be super close to this thing
You just
to
gotta.
pick up my
You
voice.
need face control. So just watch out.
Well, can't help it. We're new to this. I don't even know where I was going with anything, so that's that.
No, I was gonna say something, but I forgot what it is now.
Oh my god.
Oh well, it's gone.
Great.
What'd you think? So no spoilers, but we did see the Marvels. I go for me like I do a 10-point scale for my movies of all movies, not just Disney, and I went 5 out of 10 for this movie, which is very disappointing for me. I was excited about it, just didn't work for me.
I am not a Marvel fan. I have no idea what was going on in the movie. I didn't understand any of it, but I thought it was funny. And that's my take.
And our 9-year-old Aubrey, she gave it a 10.10 out of 10.
Oh, really?
That's what she said.
Because I looked over at her and she seemed like she was completely lost.
Yeah,
like she didn't know what was going on either.
I don't know. So maybe if you're a kid, like you'll like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is funny. I'm a Marvel fan, clearly. It just did not work for me. It's one of my least, probably like towards the bottom of my rankings of Marvel movies.
Yeah.
And I was very excited for this one. I love Brie Larson.
Yeah.
I love Captain Marvel. I don't know. So they had 3 writers. Felt like it was written by 3 different people. And that never met before.
Yeah.
So.
Very weird.
But see it and let us
Yeah.
know. Like we may be off base here. I'd love to hear what you all have to say. Comment. Tell us what you think.
Yeah. So Christmas is in full swing at Disney World, which is great, which is exciting. They got the gingerbread houses at the Grand Floridian, all the decorations at Magic Kingdom, and then the Christmas tree stroll. Christmas tree stroll.
That's a hard thing to say. Christmas
Wow.
tree stroll.
Yeah.
Stroll. Yeah.
Does not roll off the tongue.
No.
Started today? Was it today? Yesterday?
I think it was maybe last night, maybe yesterday.
Maybe one of these days. Who knows when we were setting this out? I don't know why we were putting specific dates on this.
It was a time in 2023 around Christmas.
Yeah. But yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah, we did the Christmas tree stroll once, kind of. We like wandered through Disney Springs. We saw some of
Yeah,
them.
we went around Disney Springs and checked them all out. They still had them up in January when we
Yeah,
went, first week of January
I
or second week.
wish, like, I didn't realize. I guess I don't know if maybe they didn't do it when we were doing it, but you can get like a thing, like a card, and check them off.
Yep.
We did not do that, but now I wish we did.
Yeah.
And we never go around Christmas time. It's just too busy, and there's too with the holidays and family. It's too
It's
hard.
too busy of a time for us, even though these days, I don't know.
Well,
Might be rethinking
yeah, we're
what
gonna
we're
hang
doing
out
for
with
holidays.
our second family down in
Yeah,
the
Mickey
Magic
Mouse,
Kingdom next
Mickey
year.
and Minnie.
So that's the news of the week. Every week we'll try to kind of collect news.
Like brief news.
Yeah, just some quick hits on what we were thinking about, what's going on in the world of Disney. So that's what you can expect.
Yeah.
It's not breaking news, but it'll be breaking. Our opinions on the news will be breaking.
Yeah.
So, and this week, so the big topic this week that we wanted to discuss was we've been watching not the Imagineering store. What's it called?
No, I don't know.
Behind the Attraction.
Yes.
We've been watching Behind the Attractions.
Yes.
On Disney Plus, which is an excellent show. It does kind of spoil like if you're one of those people that's like, no, ruining the magic. This is not for you because it goes behind the scenes on how they make things.
I mean, for me personally, I don't think it does because I think it adds more to the magic because I'm like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever because like you know how it was made, all the love that was put into the attraction, and like just I don't know. I just think it adds more magic to it, in my opinion, for me, because I like appreciate those kinds of things. Like, the thought process of how they came up with the attraction and like, and the little details, and they, share a couple of little details that you probably wouldn't have noticed before. You just go onto the ride and blah blah blah, but there's like, oh, there's like a little Easter egg of like this picture here,
Yeah.
like that you would have never seen before.
And they also do a lot of like they show you things from other parks, like they show you pirates, and they're like, and here's what it looks like in Disney World. Here's what it looks like in Hong Kong. Here's what it looks like in so that's
The other
interesting
places,
too
yeah.
because we don't ever get over there, so
Right.
to any of those Asian and European areas. So that's really cool. But we were thinking, like Behind the Attraction, it's all around like a lot of it is around like the engineering, or as we call it, Imagineering, is the kind of creative engineering that Disney does. We were thinking about rides that we really like and what rides have a lot of kind of creative, interesting Imagineering. So, the example I would give is like Navi River Journey. Might not be the best ride. I'm not going to wait an hour for Navi River Journey, but the engineering and the costume design and the animatronics and the decor, I mean, it's just out of this world. So that would get like a 10 for
Like it's a
Imagineering.
really beautiful ride, and the animatronic at the end is like looks like a real person. Like, I mean, it's amazing. But
is it the Shaman of Song? Is that what
I
it's
think
called?
so.
Or Storm?
I don't really know anything about Avatar, to be honest.
It's not great.
Yeah.
I've seen it a few times. We haven't seen The Way of Water. We're the biggest Disney fans you could find. Haven't seen it and have no interest in seeing it.
Yeah.
So there's that. So a couple of the ones that come to mind, I think for me, I'll go with my top, which is Pirates of the Caribbean. And I think with Pirates, it was, for me, the first ride I ever went on in Disney. We walked in. I had never been to Disney World. It was 2008. We were just married, and I walked in, and Kristian planned the whole honeymoon. It was all,
I didn't really plan the whole honeymoon. I don't know. I just said, let's go to Disney. And we booked a hotel and got tickets, and I had no idea.
That was the whole of it, because that's all we did.
Yeah.
And we walked in, and you had been hyping it up and been like, this is the best place. I used to go here with all the time when I was young, and then we went right in, and we walked on the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse. And I did all those stairs up and down, and I got off, and I was thinking to myself, how much should we spend on this trip? And that's what this is?
Yeah.
That's what it was?
Yeah.
But we did not do just that. We then continued on into Adventureland and went on Pirates of the Caribbean. And for me, maybe it's not the most technically amazing ride, but like I just felt like you get into that first area where it's all the ship is there and the sky. You feel like you're outside even though you're
Right.
inside.
Like you're right in the battle
Like
with the water splashing and like yeah.
I can't describe how I felt. It was something I'd never felt
Yeah.
before, and I was just in awe. In awe. And
Yeah.
then as the ride went on with the smells and the pig and the rum smell and the redhead and
Yeah.
Captain Jack would I think he had only been on the ride at that point for like 2 years because that was only a couple of years after Pirates of the Caribbean had come out. Um, it was just it was a thing for me, and it's the most
Yeah.
memorable thing for me. So that's where I'll roll.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Pirates is definitely one of my like top rides like overall out of all rides at Disney. Um but yeah, that first scene there, like the first room that you go down into and like that was probably like my favorite room ever since like childhood, like and just yeah, the whole thing and then the whole burning scene, like how they make it like all fiery and flamey and like
Smell
the smell,
fire.
yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah, and that's like I think for us, I don't want anyone to talk on that ride. I get
Yes.
really mad when people talk on that ride. And
Oh yeah.
the last couple, like not the last couple times, but like a few of the last times, like we do pirates I don't think we've
Oh yeah.
ever not done pirates
Yeah.
every time we've been to Disney.
Yeah.
That's a must do.
Right.
And despite it always being broken.
Yeah.
And like the last time we were on it, like one of the last times, there was like a whole group of kids and they were just talking and being annoying the
Not
whole
kids.
time.
They were teenagers.
Yes, they were,
They're a group
yes,
of teenagers, like
yes.
one of those tour groups. It was in the summer,
And they were
and
awful.
they were putting their hands in the water. They were making stupid sounds. Apparently, they had a chaperone there that did not do anything, and
So,
they ruined the magic
yeah.
of Disney.
And we got a lightning lane free out
Yeah,
of it. But
because
like
we made a big stink. But
because I was really upset. Like I want and even like the last time we were on it, there was like a couple like an older couple in their 60s and they were talking and they were like, "Oh, look at that. Look at that." I was just like I'm it's I need to be by myself when I'm there. I want to ride up on my I don't want to hear anything.
yeah, it's supposed to be a nice, relaxing boat
I want
ride
to be
through
immersed
the
in the
pirate
experience.
experience. Yeah,
A nice relaxing boat ride. You know, immediately have cannonballs shooting at you and there's a flash photography that blinds you at the
yeah,
beginning. And I wouldn't say relaxing, but like yeah. I want to be immersed.
yeah, yeah.
All right, give me one. What do you like?
I'm gonna go with probably Guardians of the Galaxy
Oh yeah.
as one of them because even though it's like the newest, funnest ride at Disney World, um, I just loved how they did the backwards launch and like when you're going through like that first like turn, it feels like you're gonna go upside down, and I love that like feeling. And like I don't know, I just think it's just so cool how they just built all that. And I think it's so much fun.
Yeah, I mean the Omni coaster, right? I mean
Yeah.
it's I don't think there's ever been a ride made like that at
Right.
any park. So I mean it's almost like you're Tokyo drifting around some of those corners. Like
Right.
you're I
Right.
mean
Right.
it's
It's like a whole
unbelievable
different
fun.
like feeling.
And like the whole I mean the fact that the whole time you're in the ride there's like screens everywhere. So
Yeah.
you're on a story but a roller coaster but also there's music and you're I mean it's a lot. I mean, it's pretty amazing. I mean, it's pretty. I mean, the ride it probably is my favorite ride at Disney World right now.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we've almost got every song. So you get if you don't know, like Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind, you get a random song of 6 different songs
Yeah.
when you are on the ride, and we've gotten all of them but one.
Mhm.
Uh,
That's also like fun about it because it's like, oh, what song are you gonna get? And then like actually really like no matter which one you get, it's
they're all
always
great.
still fun.
They're all great.
Like you're sitting, you're dancing, you're having a great time.
What's
Like
the song that we haven't got?
we always forget which one.
Well, I don't remember, but yeah.
We'll figure it out someday.
But September by Earth, Wind, and Fire is the
It's
best
the
one.
best
That's
one.
and there's
Yeah.
we only got it once. The first time we went on it,
First
we
time we
got
ever
that
went on,
one,
we got that one. Yeah.
and that's the best one.
Yep.
So, I'll go with so my is the Kilimanjaro Safari is the one next one, which you might not think there's Imagineering there because it's just animals and it's just a Jeep. But
Yeah.
for me, like the technical nature of that ride, how they use technology to get the animals into position and, without
Yeah.
trying to force them, right? They kind of
Mhm.
like use like almost like biological engineering to kind of like, I don't know if that's the right term, but, you know, the way that they cool, like have internal cooling on some of the rocks so that the
Right.
lion sits where you want him to, and
Right.
you've got these giant predators that would probably rip you to shreds in any other in any example,
Right.
but they've got canals buried that prevent them from getting to you that you can't see. But
Mhm.
I mean, it's just I think there was one, I forget where we heard this, but um, there's like no gates between the giraffes and the lions, which you would think might be a problem
Oh,
because
right, right, right. The
how do you
different areas. So
yeah,
there's savannah, the like Africa savannah area where like the giraffes are, the what else is over there?
the
There's a whole bunch of
zebras,
yeah, yeah, zebras, and then you kind of go into another area which is like where like the lions are. You'll get to see your rhinos and stuff, but they have you're talking about
the
the
chains,
chains on the ground.
and you ride over them. You notice if you've ever been on it, when you
Yeah,
ride over them, you ride over these chains.
and that's because their feet will get stuck in them, so they don't
Yeah.
go near them.
So the
So
hoofed animals can't
yeah,
go over them because they get stuck. So it's
right,
like that kind of stuff is just unreal to me.
yeah.
And if you haven't seen the uh I forget what it's called, the
Oh my
Animal
gosh,
Kingdom
yeah,
show.
that was the Animal Kingdom show, and it
Yeah,
was
on Disney
so
Plus.
good.
That is
Yeah,
unbelievably
yeah,
ridiculous the way that they take care of it. Because you might be thinking, and a lot of people I think do, that zoos are not good, right?
right,
Because they're
right.
not good for animals. But the way they treat these animals, and
Disney's like next level.
yeah,
Like I don't know, just watching that show, it's like I don't know. They really care about the animals, obviously, and they work a lot with a lot of conservation programs
yep.
and stuff, and
They
yeah,
they even like train the animals so that they can actually um, participate in their own like health.
right,
So
right.
they train them to be able, like the elephants, to be able to put their legs up so that they can get their hooves or their feet
Feet
cleaned
cleaned
and
or
stuff. Like
something.
it's
Yeah, yeah,
unbelievable. So you should totally watch that.
definitely.
The Magic of Animal Kingdom. What is it called? I
I
can't believe I
forget.
can't remember the name of the show.
I don't know. Just Animal
It's
Kingdom.
2 seasons. It's great.
Yes, very great. So another one. Let's go with Rise of
I was
Resistance.
gonna say, how have we not mentioned? How have we gone this deep
Oh,
without talking about Rise of
Rise of Resistance
Resistance?
is probably one of my favorite rides.
And are you a Star Wars fan?
No, not at
That
all.
says something.
Yes, yes, it is. They went all out for that ride, and they did fantastic job. Like so good. They put like just the making you feel like you're in a different world and you're like on a ship, but you're really not on like a ship in outer space, but it makes you feel like you're on outer space. And then like you're like part of the whole ride. You're like part of the ride.
Yeah. It's like a show and a ride. There's
Yeah.
thrills. You get yelled at by the cast members to you're gonna go to
Oh
jail. I mean,
yeah.
you're moving from, I don't even know where the queue ends and the ride begins. I mean, it's um
I think
because you kind of are in a queue, and then you go to the pre-show, and then you
I
get
think
in
it's
the
that
thing,
first
and
pre-show with Ray.
but then you go in another queue when you get on
No,
the
I
Star
think
Destroyer to get into the prison cell. So it's like
well,
this whole,
it's kind of you're like, but you're no, you're already in the ride at that
I
point.
know, but it's funny. It's
Yeah,
like I don't know. It's like
you're
you're
waiting
waiting
for
in
your
line to go to
interrogation
jail.
room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah, that ride is
Yeah.
unbelievable. And
It's
that's
like
another
next
one. It
level.
breaks down, and it's a individual lightning lane, so you have to pay individually if you don't. And the only ride that I would say without a shadow of a doubt is 100% worth the price. I don't really care how much it costs. It's
Yeah.
totally
I think
worth
we
it. Just do
usually
it.
buy it if we don't rope drop it.
Yeah,
Um.
it
But yeah.
is 100% worth it.
For sure. I don't know.
I think I got one more.
Sure.
Oh, we haven't talked about Haunted Mansion.
Oh, okay.
You don't think Haunted Mansion has good Imagineering? I mean, I think that ride looks like, even though, I mean, I don't know what year it was made, was in the early 70s. Like, it looks
Yeah.
just about as good as it did. I mean, it
Yeah.
doesn't look like an old
It's still
ride.
cobwebby.
Yeah, it's still, yeah, they haven't
Still
cleaned
looks
it in a
old and
long
dirty.
time.
No.
I love that ride. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun. I know
That's
it's
one of
your
my favorites
favorite.
from like childhood. Like it's always one I always like had to go on, and like I don't know. I love everything spooky and Halloween. Like
The song.
the song, yeah, the song is
Yeah,
totally my jam.
and I love the way that it is kind of two rides in one, where you kind of start off and it's spooky and it's scary and there's lots of like, and then after you get past Madame Leota and the bride, you're sort of in the room in the ballroom, and everyone's dancing, and we're having a party, and
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
gets fun, and we get
Yeah.
all happy, and I don't know. I mean,
Right. Yeah.
it's just
The
so cool.
graveyard scene.
The effects are just so fun, and
Yeah.
they don't look dated. They just
No,
don't
they
look
don't.
dated. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
50-year-old ride, and
Mhm.
it just looks as good as it did.
Yep.
And now we're gonna get a Hatbox Ghost coming up soon.
Yay.
Like probably any day now. When we were
Yeah.
there last time, they had the area like walled off that
Oh
they were
yeah.
working on
Yep.
and on. So that'll be really cool. That'll be exciting to see.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. I think later this month he's supposed to be making his debut.
And we did not go on Haunted Mansion in Disneyland. I don't believe, did we? I don't
I don't
think
think
we
we
did.
did.
And now, therefore, we've never actually seen the
Yeah.
Hatbox Ghost in person because, as you know, or don't know, maybe you don't know, but the Hatbox Ghost is exclusive to Disneyland for now.
Right.
But with the new movie, if you haven't seen Haunted Mansion, the movie, that's a movie to see, the new one.
Yes, for sure.
He plays a prominent role in that movie.
Yes, it's a very good movie. All the emotions. Just to let you know, you're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, you're gonna have a great time. At least I did. I don't know.
every time.
Yes, yes. I thought it was so good.
Anything else to wrap up on Imagineering? Rides with great Imagineering. I mean, there are so many more. I mean, I could
Yeah.
literally. I mean, we're up to whatever, however long, but like I could go all day.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll say honorable mention Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
For the queue itself. I mean, it
Yeah.
has the best themed queue.
Yeah.
From the outside where you get the kind of misting, smoky hazeness.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
To the inside where you're in the lobby.
Yeah,
The
lobby's so
characters
cool.
themselves, like the cast
The
members,
cast
are
members,
all
yeah.
kind of walk around like they're dead, and they play like a mess around
Very
with the
morbid.
guests.
Like yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then you go into that boiler room. I mean, it is the queue itself is just
Yeah.
unreal. It's my
Yeah.
favorite queue.
Yep. For sure.
What else? Anything else? Any last honorable mentions? No. Okay. All right.
Okay.
We'll
I
call
think
it
we should
there.
end it there.
If
Yeah.
you have one though, like let us know. Like, what's your favorite ride? Like,
Yeah.
what did we miss? Like, what should we have talked about here?
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure in our future podcasts we're going to talk a lot more about rides and yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you for listening or watching, whichever format you're following along with, and we will hope to see you guys next time.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.